Today, 3 sessions with class, and I have 4 Bhakti Vrikshas today. Means for the previous batch people divided into what I do is that I think I explained to you after the 18 chapters get over and the understanding of Bhagavad Gita is there. That is called Bhakti Lata Bija. You got foundation. Yes, understand difference between me and Krishna. Just like Arjuna, what happened after he heard the Bhagavad Gita? He said, Krishna, I'll follow you. So I also develop a desire to serve Krishna. But then the next is, how do I do it? That is Bhakti Vriksha. So every weekend, at your convenience, because the knowledge should be kept alive. If you do not keep it alive, knowledge also dries up. We forget everything. We keep your knowledge of Gita alive and also strengthen it now with more examples taken from Srimad Bhagavatam. Just like in Bhakti Vriksha, which I had in the morning, we did. This is the second batch. You are the third batch. So they finished 2 weeks before. So we did 1 week. We did a lives of Prahlad Maharaj. Beautiful. His debate with his father and his prayers to Narsimha. It was they loved it. The last week we did Ajamila's life and his situation. Very interesting. So today we had also a discussion on it. So things go systematically, well organized. You keep learning every week something. And your understanding of Gita also, we go deeper into the understanding of Bhagavad Gita, because what I'm doing, you can see, I take the main points of a chapter. You can just imagine Arjuna's intellectual capacity. He heard the whole Gita, understood within half an hour. And for us, every day 1 hour, 18 days, and that we say surface study. That's not even going deeper. But that's how things are. Okay? Makes sense, everybody? So Bhakti Vriksha will be, after this 18-day course is over, you will get an opportunity, those who want, to continue the studies in some way in the weekends, 1 or 2 hours on the weekend. And this is going on for me on the weekend. So like today I have 4 sessions, morning 5 o'clock, then I have at 1:30, then I have at 5:30, and I have night 9 o'clock. 4 sessions today, Bhakti Vriksha, plus 3 regular, 7. Plus morning class Bhagavatam, 8. 8 classes today. Today is going to be tight. Therefore, I was late for your class by 5 minutes. I was finishing another class in different channel. Okay, so let us first do the 11th chapter today, and then we go into.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Yes, tell me please. Oh. So this is Vishrupa Sandarshana Yoga, universal form. Arjuna Vacha. Arjuna has already said this statement. I heard your confidential spiritual matter, what you are instructed. My illusion is not dispelled. So Arjuna is not practically ready. He is convinced. But therefore the question comes, why did he ask Krishna to show Vishwarupa? That's the question. The reason number one is that actually he wants to hear more and more glories of the Lord. Just like at home, suppose somebody comes, we say, you tell the child, my dear child, what do you tell? My dear child, just, वो दिखाओ तो वो 4 श्लोक तुमको याद थे. We do that or not? So everybody says, oh, wonderful, wonderful. And the child sings a song or he repeats some shloka, and everybody encourages the child. The same way, parents are very happy when the child is glorified and people recognize him. Same way, devotees very happy when the people glorify the Lord. Therefore, Arjuna wants the glories of the Lord to be known. That is one. The second reason is Arjuna is putting a standard now, because in the future many people will say, I am God, particularly in Kali Yuga. In India, at any instance, there are at least 12 gods roaming around. I am God, and they roam around, and people accept them as God and they worship them. But Arjuna wants to set a standard now, a bar. Anybody says I am God, show Vishwarupa. So these are 2 reasons I could understand. He asked Krishna, but personally he looks to be convinced. My illusion is not dispelled. Now, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance, disappearance of every living entity as realized through inexhaustible glories. O greatest of all, personality of supreme form, though I see here before me your actual position, Yet I wish to see you how you entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours. If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of the mystic power, then kindly show me that universal self. Does anybody in the audience have 11th chapter Kanthastha? He knows the 11th chapter without seeing any book or a verse. We had in one of our sessions, 3 o'clock class, one boy, young boy, only 10-year-old. He had whole Gita Kanthastha. We used to hear from him the chapter, then he used to proceed. Here, nobody is there like that? Audience is silent.
Sorry, Guruji, no.
The blessed Lord said,
No,
my dear
Prabhuji.
take care, no problem, proceed. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjuna, O son of Pritha, behold now my mystic opulence, hundreds and thousands of varied divine form, multicolored like the sea. Whatever you wish to see can be seen all at once in this body. The universal form can show you all that is now desired, as well as whatever you may desire in the future. Everything is here completely. But you cannot see me with your present eyes. Therefore, I give you the divine eyes by which you can behold a mystic opulence. So Krishna is giving brief description of his own Vishwarupa. You can show whatever you desire, you may desire in the future. Everything is, it's basically a display of Krishna's power, how the whole universe is there in one place. And Krishna gives specs to Arjuna to speak. He was carrying in his pocket a specs. Arjuna, I'm just joking. He gave the power to Arjuna, not with the specs, with his own divine power. Bestowed him the sufficient power to see the universal self. And Krishna explains to him, just like when he used to go to 3D movies, you have gone to 3D movie, we wear special specs, correct? So Arjuna tells Arjuna, I will empower you now to see, okay, without specs. Just like Sanjay was seeing the battlefield sitting at Hastinapur, what is happening, Kurukshetra. So Krishna empowered Arjuna in the battlefield to see the Vishwarupa. So other people could not see because they didn't have that power, special power. Now it starts, the Vishwarupa. I look at Dhritarashtra, he's in a great trouble now. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Finish, I lost this ball. Like, this person is so powerful. Huh?
Prabhuji's screen is not seeing.
No, it is seen. You are, everybody can see.
Okay, okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, it will come.
Visible, Prabhu.
O King, speaking thus the Supreme Lord of all power, Supreme Personality of Godhead, displayed. Now the Lord is showing the Vishwarupa, displayed his universal form to Arjuna. Now it starts the display. You know, generally we have heard about 1D, 2D, 3D. This is what unlimited is. You could smell is there. You could see the light, millions of sun rising together. You can see past, present, future. Nobody can show you past, present, future. And everything you wish to see is visible in that universal form. This is what Arjuna is seeing now. Arjuna saw in the universal form unlimited mouths and unlimited eyes. It was all wondrous. The form was decorated with divine dazzling ornament and arrayed in many garbs. He was garlanded gloriously, and there were many senses smeared all over his body. All was magnificent, all expanding, unlimited. It was seen by Arjuna. If hundreds and thousands of suns rose up at once into the sky, they might resemble the effulgent Supreme Person in that universal form. At that time, Arjuna could see in the universal form of the Lord the unlimited expansion of the universe situated in one place, although divided into many, many thousands. Then, bewildered and astonished, his hair standing on the end, Arjuna began with pray with folded hand, offering obeisances to the Supreme Lord. You can see Arjuna's condition. Oh my Lord, you're so powerful, Krishna. See, Arjuna is actually shocked. Just like, you see a big waterfall or you see an ocean, we also get a forest fire, we get a shock. Arjuna is also shocked. Arjuna said, my dear Lord Krishna, I see assembled there in your body, together in your body, all the demigods of various living entities. I see Brahma sitting on lotus flower as the Lord Shiva and many sages and divine serpent. This is what Arjuna is seeing. O Lord of the universe, I see in a universal body many, many forms, bellies, mouths, eyes expanded without limit. There is no end, there is no beginning, there is no middle to all this. There's too much. Abba, your form adorned with various crowns, club, disc is difficult to see because the glaring effulgence is fiery and immeasurable like the sun. See what is the power? Light, any display first thing in the light, 100,000 sun rose at once in the sky. That much was the power in that universe of power. You are the supreme primal objective. You are the best in the universe. You are inexhaustible. You are the oldest. You are the main religion, the eternal personality of God. He is offering prayers now. You are the origin without beginning, middle, or end. You have unlimited, numberless arms, sun, moon are amongst your unlimited eyes. By your own radiance, you are heating this entire universe. Although you are one, you are spread throughout the sky and the planets and the space between. Oh, great one, as I behold this terrible form, I see that all the planetary systems are perplexed. All the demigods are surrendering and entering into you. They are very much afraid. With the folded hand, they are singing the Vedic hymns. O mighty arm one, all the planets with their demigods are disturbed at seeing your many faces, eyes, arms, bellies, legs, and your terrible teeth as they are disturbed, so am I. O all-pervading Vishnu, I can no longer maintain my equilibrium. Seeing your radiant colors fill the skies and beholding your eyes and mouth, I am afraid. All the sons of Dhritarashtra, along with their allied king, Bhishma, Drona, Karna, and all the soldiers are rushing into your mouths with their heads smashed by your fearful teeth. I see that some of them are being crushed between your teeth as well. As the rivers flow into the sea, so all these great warriors enter your blazing mouths and perish. So he's seeing imminent death of all the soldiers on both the sides. Krishna is encouraged because this was invincible war for him, because tough fight on the other side of Bhishma, Drona and Karna. And Krishna is showing Arjuna, don't worry, they're all dead. Don't worry. They're dead by my arrangement. As blessed Lord says, so Arjuna at this time asked Krishna, who are you, Krishna? Who are you? He got, I'm feeling scared. I thought you were my friend. My God, you are so powerful entity. Who are you? So Krishna gives an answer. Time I am Kalvasmi. Time I am destroyer of the world. I come here to engage all people with the exception you, the partner with all the soldiers. Here on both sides will be slain. The interesting thing is, Oppenheimer, he was involved in making the nuclear bomb. When the first nuclear explosion occurred, the reporters went to ask him, how do you feel? He quoted this shloka from Bhagavad Gita in Sanskrit, and he translated for them, time I am come to destroy everything. Then Krishna gives a conclusion.
Prabhu, what is slain?
Huh? What is?
Slain.
Well, look, killed.
To be killed.
Tasmat tamuttishta yasholabhasya jitva shatum moksha rajam samriddham maye nihata purvameva nimitta madaran bhavasa visachin. Therefore, get up and prepare to fight. After conquering your enemies, you will enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Savisachin, can be but an instrument in the fight. So this is wonderful life. Therefore, get up, prepare to fight. After conquering enemies, you will enjoy flourishing. Krishna is telling in this. Get up and fight. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, Savisachin, can be but an instrument in that fight. So it's already decided, Arjuna, nobody is going back home. You want? Become an instrument and get glory. So similarly, we should also feel in the same way. This already, the purpose is already fixed. The goal is already fixed. We can just be an instrument in the mission of the Lord. How can I be an instrument in the mission of the Lord? That should be your meditation. The blessed Lord said, all the great warriors, the Drona, Bhishma, Jayadratha, Karna are already destroyed. Simply fight and you'll vanquish your enemies. Okay. Already destroyed. Everything is done. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, O king, after hearing this word, Supreme Personality of God, Arjuna trembled. Fearfully offered obeisances to the folded hand and began falteringly to speak as follows. O Rishikesh, the word become joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone become attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer their respected homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. O great one who stands even above Brahma, you are the original master. Why should they not offer their homage unto you? O limitless one who reveals the universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all cause that transcends into this material manifestation. You are the original personality of Godhead. You are the only sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You know everything and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes, all limitless form. This cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you. So he is now offering his prayers to Krishna. I have in the past addressed you as Krishna Yadava, my friend, without knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I might have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times by relaxing or by lying on the same bed or eating together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Please excuse me for all my offenses. So I was thinking, you're my friend. My God, you're so powerful. I'm afraid now. And please pardon me if suppose I made some offense to you. I used to just joke with you. Oh, my friend, you look to be very intelligent. Like that, I used to pass sarcastic comments. And please forgive me. He's actually from a friendship rasa. He's come to the rasa wonder, adbhuta. And slowly now he's feeling scared and suffocated. See, there is a point when a change of rasa occurs, it's not very pleasant. And number two is that it's very fearful, the universal form. All universal power in one place. Even a great warrior like Arjuna is panicking. After seeing the universal form, which I had never seen before, I am glad, and at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of the Lord, O abode of the universe. Universal form, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, which helmeted head and club, wheel, conch, lotus flower in your hand. I long to see you in that form. So please show me your Narayana form. O best of the Kuru warriors, no one, now Krishna is telling Arjuna, no one before you ever seen the universal form of mind, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charities or similar activities can this form be seen. Only you have seen this. Your mind has now been perturbed upon seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it finish. My devotee, be free from disturbance. With a peaceful mind, now you can see the form you desire. The first Krishna showed him the Narayana form and then the two-handed form. Because he asked, I wish to see, Arjuna asked, see, I wish to see. It is his request. I wish to see, I wish to the form with four-armed form with Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma with helmeted head. I want to see that form. So Krishna showed the helmeted head, the four-armed form with the Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. Krishna shows him. And then he showed in the two-armed form. It's nicely in this painting also. You can see both the forms are there in one painting. First showed in the four-armed form, then the two-armed form. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Personality Godhead Krishna, while speaking to Arjuna, displayed his real four-armed form, and at last he showed him his two-armed form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. And Arjuna saw Krishna in his original form. He said, seeing this human-like form, so very beautiful, mind is now pacified, and I am restored in my original nature. The blessed Lord said, my dear Arjuna, the form which you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are ever seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so dear. My dear Arjuna, only by the undivided devotion service can I be understood as I am, standing before you and thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding. Bhaktyatu anananaya shakya. My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotion service can I be understood as I am standing before you and thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter the mysteries of my understanding. So Krishna says, Vishwarupa seeing was difficult, but actually what you are seeing now is even more difficult, more rare to see. And you can see Krishna is always so beautiful. Mat karma krit mat paramo mad bhakta sangha varjitaha nirvaira sarva bhuteshu yasamam iti pandava. My dear Arjuna, one who is engaged in my pure devotion service, free from the contamination of previous activities, from mental speculation, who is friendly to every living entity, certainly comes to me. Finished, the chapter is done. Yes. So we end today here. Finish the chapter. Hare Krishna. People are
Prabhuji,
silent.
can you show the universal form once again?
You have some question? Yeah, let us see. We had many pictures of universal form. I think this was the best. Yes.
Prabhuji, I had this question since a long
Prabhuji, I
time.
got one
Can we
question.
see the
Uh,
soul
Krishna
after it's
says,
departed the body?
One by one. Okay. Yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, can we see the soul after it's departed from the body?
Can you see somebody's soul? No, because it is soul is spiritual in that. See, your seeing is dependent on a phenomena. Your
Yeah, because
seeing is dependent on a phenomena, and that phenomena will not operate. Photon has to go and hit and come back, isn't it? That's your seeing, and the seeing will not work because the photon will pass through the soul. See, my seeing is not absolute. My seeing, it depends on a phenomena. Now, suppose I switch off this light, then you see me less. And if I switch off all the light, you cannot see me at all. Correct? That our seeing is dependent on a phenomena. That phenomena will not work. Therefore, soul cannot be seen by science. In fact, the size of the soul, the space the soul occupies in this world is 10,000 part the tip of the hair. 100 part the tip of the hair is small. Then take another. Kesh agra shatabhagasya shatada kalpitasyata. Take kesh agra, tip of the hair, divide into 100 part, again divide into 100, that's the size of the soul. That's angstrom. We don't have an instrument even today to see in angstrom size, number one. Even if you had, still you cannot see. Why? Because soul cannot be seen by the material phenomena. How do they see any particle? Throw in a gas chamber. How will you catch the soul? How will you throw? Then even if it goes to the gas chamber, it will not produce any effect. It cannot be effect by magnetic field or anything, cannot be produced in the soul. Soul is totally anti-material. So there is no way to see the soul or material phenomena, but you can see yourself. That is called self-realization. Soul can see itself. And soul can see the Lord. That's what soul can do. But seeing the soul through microscope and all is not possible. That is what you meant?
yes, Prabhuji, thank you. And Prabhuji, you had a presentation for science and spirituality. Not been able to see that at all.
That we will have to see when I get time. I
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
did show you the 17. Did I show you 17? Cannot.
But some Guruji, but some people they talk with the soul, no?
That is that? No, you are talking to soul only, no? All are souls only here.
Hare Krishna.
So,
What else we are
Prabhuji, I think
talking?
she meant
Hare
was,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
can we talk
I got a
after the
question.
departed soul?
Vishwarupa, Vishwarupa, Krishna says only Arjuna, only you have seen.
Yeah.
Only you are privileged to see that. Whereas actually Yashoda has seen when Krishna opens her mouth to say what have you taken. That's one. Plus Sanjay also is seeing, because he is explaining it to Dhritarashtra. So there
Yes.
are actually three people only have seen, right? Or I mean, am I wrong?
More. See, because of Arjuna, the full display was done. Previously, Mother Yashoda small display because Mother Yashoda, hey, we'll leave this. She's not interested in all that. She wants her child to be like totally dependent. When a monkey makes a noise, he comes running, Mama, Mama, protect me. And he gives immense pleasure to her. He doesn't want the rasa to be disturbed. But when she is annoying him, you have eaten mud. I didn't eat mud. No, you have eaten mud. Show your mouth. You open. Okay, see. He gave her Vishwarupa Darshana. And she said, I remove all this. I'm not interested in all this. She just loves him. So pure devotees of the Lord are not interested to power display of God. Just like father, mother are not interested in the richness or they just love the child. Without his poor or rich is not a consideration. So Mother Yashoda or Arjuna also actually did not want at the end of the day say, I'm not interested, it's disturbing me. But it is true. Just like a child is physically powerful, it doesn't go to parents and show that. It will joke. They're not interested in all. They just love the child. Power or no power. So Ayodhya, Masmada Yashoda was shown, a smaller display was she was shown. Even Duryodhana was shown. When Duryodhana and Karna and these two people wanted to arrest Krishna, and people are laughing in the palace. What is all this, We never arrest a messenger. It's against the culture of civilized Kshatriyas. But they had a plan to arrest him. So Krishna showed a mini Vishwarupa there also. So that is, but full display was done to Arjuna. Because of Arjuna, the full display was done. And few people, like Sanjay, who is doing the narration, and Devatas started offering prayers to the Lord. They also could see, but because of Arjuna.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Yes, Hare Krishna. But I do not think anybody in the battlefield could see that because they were not given special eyes. Just like 2D display requires, that chashma. So some special spiritual chashma is needed to see that.
Yeah.
Prabhuji, it was Dhritarashtra also seen it when Krishna goes to for the what you call for stopping the war. He goes to Dhritarashtra. At that time, he was given the divine eyes, and Vishwarupam was seen by him. Is it so?
Who? No, Dhritarashtra was shown because he begged at that time. Because somebody told, because Bhishma started offering prayers. Bhishma is a great devotee. And when in the palace of the Vishwarupa was being shown, mini Vishwarupa to, Duryodhana and his gang who wanted to arrest him. At that time, Dhritarashtra was told. So Dhritarashtra prayed to Krishna, I am a blind man, can I see? So Krishna showed even Vishwarupa to him. So we are true. Dhritarashtra also at that time, mini Vishwarupa. The full Vishwarupa is here. Now he is hearing from Sanjaya, oh my God, I lost the war, over, gone. Such a stupid sana hai. The idiot is going to die today. He could see, no? He could understand now. War is gone. Such a other side is so powerful. Yes. Yeah, you had any more question? Yes.
Prabhuji, please.
Krishna is our father, no Prabhu. He loves us, no Prabhu. Then why does he want us to take austerities to reach him?
Okay, very nice question. What is your name?
Hasini.
See, he's asking you to take austerity. What is the austerity? Get up in the morning. What is that austerity? To early to bed, early to rise makes a person healthy, wealthy, wise. That's not austerity. He says, what else does he say? He says that, you don't drink, don't smoke. That is good for your health. That's not austerity. And chanting name, that is so pleasing. So that's not it's only pleasure. Austerity is doing reverse things. To smoke, drink, that is austerity. This is not austerity. This is very pleasing. See, another thing you try to understand, this question many people ask, even a normal father, mother, don't ask, somebody asked me this question, I don't know this class or that class. Normal father, mother also don't ask a prayer. They still feed the child without a prayer. Why is Krishna asking prayer to just take care? No, for that he is not asking prayer, and we should not also have a prayer for that purpose. In the sense that people pray, God give us a daily bread. You don't have to pray for bread to the Lord. He is feeding to elephants and tigers without asking, isn't it? They're not going to a temple. My Lord, elephant goes, see, my stomach is very big, supply me food. It is not. He is being supplied. Krishna's arrangement only he's eating. But we should pray to the Lord for striking, loving relationship. That looks like austerity in the beginning, but it's only pleasure. Do you understand my point? Just like when somebody has jaundice, when you take sugar cane, it's no taste in it, right? Because you are having jaundice. But later, the same sugarcane juice become nectar, because sugarcane juice is the best cure for jaundice in Ayurveda. And after that, it becomes nectar. The same way, it looks austerity to us to chant the name of the Lord. It looks austerity to us attend Gita 18-day course, but actually it's only pleasure. Okay.
Okay,
You
Prabhu.
understand?
Prabhu, I have another.
Yes. What is another question?
Prabhu, you said whatever Krishna creates is beautiful and wonderful, no Prabhu. Then that means Krishna only created Rakshasas, etc. Why will he create them, and why will he only kill them?
No, you choose to do. No, Krishna, we cannot take our responsibility. Now, say in your body that you're sitting, you have some freedom, and you misuse that freedom, then how can you blame the Lord? Now, mother gives you, say, 100 rupees, okay? Now she is expecting you to use in a good way, and 100 rupees you can use. You can buy some nice sweets and eat. But you same 100 rupees you go buy liquor and drink. Why you blame the mother? You have to blame yourself. है ना? So Krishna gives freedom, but we misuse freedom. We have to accept responsibility. So Rakshas, the people who want to misuse the freedom, they don't want to serve Krishna. So Krishna, what he will do? He gives an opportunity. So anyway, we have left his lotus feet to come to the middle world. And in the middle world, we want to be totally against him. What can be done? So Krishna gives an opportunity. It's your choice. We have to accept our responsibility. Like 100 rupees mother gave, you buy a cigarette and smoke. Why you should not blame the mother? What do you say?
Okay.
So Rakshasa, Krishna is not telling to become Rakshasa. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, become a devotee. Now people say, no, I'll become Rakshasa. Your choice. Thank you. Very good questions.
Prabhu, I have a question.
Yeah.
This is not about the chapter, but it's in general.
Hmm.
So, if I read the Mahabharata, and even after the Pandavas were such great people, and even after Arjun listened to the Bhagavad Gita and completely followed it, they all still went to hell before going to his divine abode.
No, this is Mahabharata. The Mahabharata I cannot comment because I am not a scholar of Mahabharata, neither you are. You have seen a TV serial, you are commenting, correct? The TV serials are not, they are not authority. Bhagavatam says that all the 5 Pandavas straight went walked back to Vaikuntha. So I can talk from Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is much more detailed than Mahabharata. Mahabharata dwells also in politics and everything. Bhagavatam doesn't do all that. So Bhagavatam says they straight went back to Godhead, walked back to Godhead, as per the authority of Bhagavatam. Okay?
Thank you.
See, try to understand, Pandavas are pure souls. Axiomatically understand, Krishna will not keep somebody near who is a fool. They are very, very advanced soul. They're all worshipable. Okay? But we see the TV serial, which is like Saas Bahu serial, people tell me, I agree, Kauravas are bad because they gave poison to Bhima and this is very sinful to give poison to somebody. And then they burn their house in which they had. This is very, very sinful. And they strip their wife in try to strip their wife in public, demoniac. And they didn't give them back their kingdom, which they actually, inheritance was in Yudhishthira's name. Kingdom actually belonged to Yudhishthira. They cheated them of their kingdom, blah, blah, blah. But Pandava also, koi doodh ke dhule nahi the, they were also problem. No. Pandavas are very great devotees. They are actually very exalted personalities. So this, we should not cast aspersion on them, which becomes one of the offenses. See, what happens? Just like say, if Krishna loves his devotees, and no doubt Krishna loved the Pandavas so much, correct? So we should always glorify the Pandavas. It is very pleasing to Krishna.
Okay, thank you.
Guruji, like when
Prabhuji, one
we
question, Prabhuji, please. In the chapter 2, we read about the Muni called Bharata Muni, or the great king, right? And after whom the whole India was named as Bharata.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bharata.
Yeah, Bharata Muni. So, as we all know that, Krishna has many names. He calls Bhakta Vatsala, Apad Bandhava, and I mean, when Bharata was doing his doing good things, good deeds, he was rising up to the level. He has raised up to the level of bhava. You told us, and when he got into, he kind of done some some mistake, and he got detached from the bhakti. Then why didn't Krishna stop him or getting in?
No, see, very advanced devotees like the Pandavas or Bharat Maharaj, their activities are sometimes a lesson for us. Like Prahlad Maharaj, so many attempts to kill him. So they come out victorious. So sometimes Krishna arranges the life of his Pandavas, whole life they suffered. Whole life of suffering only, But they were actually internally very happy. Like Prahlad Maharaj, externally looking, suffering and suffering, everyday death. Nothing. He was peaceful. He was so much dancing in Kirtana in the Gurukul. He converted whole Gurukul to Krishna conscious. He was not affected by any so-called external suffering. So similarly, Bharat Maharaj also externally suffered, internally was in ecstasy because he was very advanced devotee. So, and a very advanced devotee is sometimes a good example for us. Krishna arranges a life for us to be an example that just because we are taken to spiritual life, we cannot do anything and everything. Correct? Many people say, I'm chanting Krishna Nama. So, ho gaya, like Ajamila, I'll go back to Vaikuntha. Krishna showed example of Bharat Mara. Look, you play around, this can be the result. So, their life sometimes is more of an example for us than they are in protection. Bharat Maharaj is total protection. But he showed, he passed the test so nicely. He took the body of the deer, and the moment they got the body of the deer next life, he ran away from his mother as soon as he could walk, went to the sage's place where sages are there, and he's eating the flowers of prasadam and waiting to give up the body very soon. And he died. After some time, got Jadabharata body. In that, he's totally silent. And in that body, after some time, one king happened to meet him, and a situation came. He instructed the king. Actually, they made him the palanquin carrier for the king. And the king scolded him because he was very careful in walking not to stamp over ants. And then the king scared, hey, you guy, you are looking so strong. You don't have strength to carry my palanquin. And he chose to open his mouth first time in that life. He didn't open his mouth till the time. Mighty king, I'm not the body, I'm a soul. The king came from the chariot and fell at his feet. With the conviction he spake, king could understand. This man is a great devotee, a great self-realized soul. Then he instructed him for 3-4 chapters in the Bhagavatam, beautiful chapters of Bhagavatam. So we do not know why Krishna arranges the life of devotees. But one thing, it became a lesson. Another thing, as a great self-realized soul, Bharat Maharaj spoke now. And that is recorded in the Bhagavatam. So it's for our benefit. So very difficult why Krishna arranges life of devotees. Just like Pandavas, why they have to suffer whole life? What do they need? Krishna shows, look, here is my devotee. Look. So sometimes Prahlad Maharaj, why is so much suffering? First time itself, Narsimhadev could have come the first day itself when they threw him from the mountain. He could have come and tore apart all that people. He waited for some time. But do you think Prahlad Maharaj went through difficulty? No. He was in ecstasy. So only Bharat Maharaj is in very advanced Krishna consciousness. There is no pain. But for us, it's a very important lesson. Okay, does it somehow answer some question?
Yeah.
See, personally, I tell you, I cannot offer a judgment because very difficult to understand Krishna's plan. Very difficult. How you plan. Just like today, Corona is happening. Can you, sir, say why Krishna? Krishna is in control. Why is sanctioned that? I cannot say exactly. But some symptoms I can take out. Yeah. Number one, people are becoming so materialistic and involved in so many sinful activities. So reaction had to come. And it's not directly Krishna planning this in one sense. Maybe Devatas gave a proposal to Krishna. Krishna said, it looks a good proposal, sign. Yeah, let them have some suffering. Their paap ka ghada bhar gaya abhi. You know, one. Number two, you see now how much people are taking interest in spiritual life. You see the environment is totally damaged. Environment, actually earth is healing a lot now, isn't it? Correct? And people anyway want to die. If not this way, as if they are not going to die, people are dying. The same number of people are dying as they were dying before. Not that millions of people are dying. No, nothing like that is happening. Same number of people are dying. But they're dying in another way now. But you see, people have, earth is healing. People's lives are becoming more organized and simple now. People pride is going away because they're so proud of science. That's also reducing. Their understanding nature is very powerful. And if people can take a lesson and then stop being sinful in life, the humanity as a whole can stop torturing animals, poor animals. This also looks to be a reaction to me of the torturing of animals. It's unimaginable, you know. That wet market of China, what is their need? God has given grains. Inside the belly of so many animals, not one, much more dangerous viruses are lying. Yesterday, few days ago, I don't know whether I told it. This one person told me there is a Blue Nile virus. If you get that, all the pores of your body, the 9 pores of the body, blood comes out. That virus is there, lying in crocodile there. You want to eat that? Yeah, Chinese want to eat that. Already they produced 5 viruses for human society. That's the gift they gave. So many more will come. And wet market is open again. They said they will stop it again. They opened. They can't stop their sinful activities. Well, leave them alone. No. You live in, this is not live and let live. Leave them alone. Yes. So your question is good. Why did Bharat Maharaj suffer? Why did Krishna interfere? See, also from his life a lesson. we do get difficulties in our spiritual life sometime. We should approach Guru at that time, approach some other spiritual authority. What should I do? When Ajamila's story I told you one another day, you should have also gone to Guru. What should I do? My mind is blown up. I feel like giving up my wife and living with a prostitute. Definitely he should have consulted some spiritual authority. They would have guided him out of it. The same way, Bharat Maharaj also the mistake, he should have consulted his Guru. Everybody, Raja King had a Guru, Rajaguru. You can consult him anytime. And even in the forest you're practicing spiritual life is always under the guidance of advanced devotees. He should have gone to them before taking a decision. How can a deer live without me? What is that foolish decision? Deer had nothing to do with them. Basic care in the beginning, emergency aid, and you could left the deer. You would have been happy. His grass is there. Some care, but not to get attached like this and forget everything. Hannah? What do you say?
Yeah, that's right.
Prabhuji,
Hare Krishna. Morning time, everybody is fresh and they analyze all the things very nicely. And that is special about this class. Therefore, this class I record every day and put it up.
Guruji, so do you mean to say that attachment is bad?
See, attachment is like Bharat Maharaj developed to the deer, will have a consequence. First object of attachment and love is Krishna. If there is something lovable, he is the first person.
But family people and all, they are always attached to their children, grandchildren. That cannot be avoided. No?
Yes, I'm not saying avoid that, but also develop attachment to Krishna. And see what happens, whatever it is, this attachment is material and it's not permanent because neither you will stay, neither they will stay permanently. But Krishna attachment is eternal and it will continue life after life. Say, suppose you love your child or grandchild, definitely. End of the day, the attachment is to the body, no? And he is not the body. But when you're loving Krishna, you're loving eternal truth. And it's not illusion at all. And this love will continue life after life. Next life also, your attachment to Krishna. So our attachment to, say, our children and grandchildren is natural. It should be there. But attachment to Krishna starts increasing because it is spiritual. It's different. Attachment to Krishna is not on a material dimension. It is spiritual and it keeps increasing. Like in Vrindavan. Now look at the example. Everybody had the children. So when they saw Krishna as the son of Mother Yashoda, did that they stopped loving the children? No. No, they loved the children. They took care of the children. But their attachment to Krishna became even more than their own children. It kept increasing because attachment is from soul to the Lord. It is spiritual platform. It keeps increasing. You understand? So attachment to Krishna is very satisfying, spiritual platform. And also then what happens, I tell you my own example. I also have parents. I also have part of family. I love them, even now. But my attachment to them is improved. My affection to them is improved when I became a devotee. You get it? You understand this point? Because when you see through Krishna, then you say, oh Krishna, you send me these people as parents, please bless me so that I can encourage them also in spiritual life. And they also taken Diksha in ISKCON now by my little encouragement. Because initially when I became brahmachari, they thought, okay, we can't even talk to brahmachari. They thought like that. I said, no, nothing like that. Actually, in ISKCON, at least we don't practice like that. I made them stay in ISKCON guest house. They stayed in ISKCON. They were shocked. So, very nice. We can meet you. I said, yes. Oh, this is so nice. I have no problem then. This is, everybody does everything, people nowadays anyway. Parents have, they were not dependent on me financially. They said, this is fine. This is fantastic. We can talk to you. I said, yes. They say, I have a younger brother now in Bombay. He is a big person. They go to him and stay. They come to me and say, they say, with me, we have more free because you have all the time in the day. He can call you anytime. And your brother is so busy, hardly to get a time with him. So they stay with me in Mangalore instead of staying with the brother. So attachment is there. They're attached to me, but they're also practicing spiritual life. But end of the day, one day we have to leave the world. What will continue with us is the attachment to Krishna. And another important thing now, when Krishna is the center, the family will not be broken by Krishna. You got it? Because it is spiritual relationship. Next life also you'll meet your relatives and you'll be connected. Just like husband and wife, if they become devotees with Krishna in the center. Yeah, sir, in the spiritual world, nobody is a brahmachari. All are family people only. You can be together with Krishna in your family. Krishna is the center.
Okay. Yes.
Somewhat it answers. I know this is a very difficult question.
Hare
Duty, slowly the duty starts. You see, another thing is this. Even though, say, somebody is a father, okay, you have a child. Every relationship in this world is a reflection of the pure relationship of the spiritual world. That I explained to you, know. We have 5 relationships, and we are enjoying life in the 5 relationships. Shantadasa Sakya Vasalya Madhurya. You have a relationship with your pet, you have a relationship with your servant, you have a relationship with your friend, and your parents, and the lover. There are 5. These 5 different relationships, actually, we enjoy life. We don't enjoy stones or gold or buildings. We enjoy these 5 relationships. With Krishna, they all 5 are in pure form. You choose which one you like. In material ones, it's a reflection of that. To take even now, you say beyond the parent, take even the son. I also know this fact. Suppose I tell my parents, I will not obey you. They become very disturbed. They don't like it. Correct? There is a slight amount of he has to listen to me. That is there always. Spiritual relation is different. It's totally pure from any contamination, and it is spiritual, so there is intense happiness it brings. So Sarupa Siddhi, as you keep chanting Hare Krishna, you reach a situation in which your original relation to the Lord, which we all have one relation. We have forgotten Krishna, we have forgotten our service also to Krishna now. So original relation is revived, and that person is absorbed to the Lord in that sadhana.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, now Yudhishthira, Pandavas and all fought for their kingdom, no Prabhu. Kingdom is a material thing. If they are pure souls, why did they want to create bloodshed only for the kingdom?
That is what Arjuna asked before the Mahabharata, no? He said, I don't want the kingdom. And the same feeling all the Pandavas had. They all fought because Krishna wanted them to fight. Beautiful question. Arjuna clears himself from that. He said, I will not, and Arjuna was genuine. See, if Arjuna was not genuine, Krishna would not have taught Bhagavad Gita. Correct? He was not duplicitous. Hota na, nahi. Suppose somebody is giving you nice golas. Nahi, jarrat nahi hai, but other ai, haan, achhe hai, kha lete. So Arjuna was not duplicitous. He was straightforward. He was speaking the fact. And that's the first chapter he says, no, I don't want this kingdom. I don't want the kingdom. So Pandavas also similarly were not interested, but Krishna's order was there, therefore. Krishna wanted them to rule. And after the war, the difference came into being. See, a crook like Duryodhan rules the world, who gives poison to other people, wants to strip their wife in public. Is it pleasing to the public? People may not say, when you artificial rule by power, at heart people are suffocated. And what dharma we expect in that country, correct? When the king itself is adharmic. When Yudhishthira Maharaj finally, war was over, same like Arjuna, Yudhishthira Maharaj broke down, genuinely started crying. He said, I will not rule. I have committed so much sin. Duryodhana was ruling well, he said, because the great man never feels he is special. Actually, he was special. And then Krishna said, no, you have to rule. And interestingly, Krishna convinced Arjuna, but could not convince Yudhishthira. I don't know whether I told you this. Then Yudhishthira, Krishna took him to Vedavyasa to convince him. Vedavyasa gave all the Shastra Pramana, logic, reason, histories from the past, Puranas, everything. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, I am not going to rule. I will go to hell for millions of births, what I have done. Just to have power, I killed so many people. And I am condemned for what I did. Definitely I should not rule. Then Krishna takes him to Bhishma. And Bhishma lying on the deathbed, on the arrows, instruct Yudhishthira Maharaj. And that is a beautiful chapter in Bhagavatam. And then after he convinces Yudhishthira Maharaj to rule, Yudhishthira Maharaj then asks him direction how to rule. And gives him details how to rule. Then after that, because he is a great person, Krishna wanted to prove to the whole world that Bhishma, even though he is in a Kshatriya order, even though he is so-called samsaric, is the greatest devotee. Then Bhishma offers prayers to the Lord. And that prayers are recorded in the Bhagavatam. And that is what I do, what I say I do in my, the classes which will happen after the 18 days. 18 days, I have given you basics. But after that, I go to details, what you're asking. So Bhishma prayers are there in Bhagavatam. Very pleasing prayers, very sweet prayers. And Krishna, he offers the beautiful prayers to the Lord before leaving the body. And then total samadhi on the Lord, he leaves the body by his own choice. Bhishma had a blessing to leave the body by his own choice. He leaves the body, offering prayers to the Lord, and just stops speaking. He leaves the body.
Hare Krishna,
Prabhuji,
Prabhuji.
good morning.
Yes, Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I had a question. You
Yeah.
spoke about Prahlad. He was at peace even during suffering. But but there are some leaders like Hitler who were at peace even when he was causing pain to so many millions of people. How did he not
See, also,
face what
see,
he should have? He
see,
died
these
with
are,
a bullet, just one
see,
bullet.
one thing. History is made by the winners. So the political histories of these words are not as accurate as the histories of the Shastra because it is accurate writing. Histories of this world are made by the winners. The details we do not want to comment because you don't know what actually happens. You understand the point? Just like Britishers ruled India, they changed the whole history of the country. We had such a great history. People don't even know in India they were Lord Rama. What people say, that is mythology. That all became mythology. They brushed it aside as mythologies. People
Yes.
don't read that today. So history is always made by the winners. I'm giving you a hint because I don't want to go detail in it. Then a big storm will happen here. History is made by the winners. This is the situation. So realities are sometimes distorted. But
But
anyway, he's not somebody to be emulated or a hero for me, Hitler. He's a crazy fellow and gave so much pain. Uh, See what happens? Nothing lamentable happens in the God's kingdom. So suppose pain is there. Now so many people are dying. Now in one shloka it says, first instruction of Krishna is that only to Arjuna, no? Ashochan anuvashochastam pragyavadam sa bhashase gatasuna agatasuna jananu shochanti pandita. Arjuna was crying, no, at that time. When Krishna first instructed Arjuna, at that time he was broken down. He was tam tata kripaya vishram ashupunaksha lekshanam vishidantam idam vakyam vivacha madhusudana. This is the first shloka of the second chapter. Ashupunaksha lekshanam. Arjuna was in tears. And Krishna was speaking to his man, strong, powerful warrior, so soft-hearted, isn't he? How can I lift my weapon? My guru is standing in front of me. You want, I will do arti for him. I can do puja for him. How can I lift my weapon? He's my guru. He's worshipable for me. And he was crying. Very soft-hearted. Actually, he's a very great person. So Krishna at that time says, Arjuna, your crocodile tears, I am not interested. Tam tatak, he says, Ashochan, you're lamenting for what is not worthy of lamentation. Gatasun agatasun cha, for one who is gone, one who is not gone. Pandita, learned person, does not lament. So these are all material situations that manifest in this world, not case of getting disturbed or agitated. Everybody gets due is karma. Nobody, no injustice ever happens in the world because God is in total control.
Prabhuji,
Okay.
I
Krishna
wanted
Prabhu.
to know,
thank you,
I
Prabhuji.
wanted to know
Prabhu, I have
when
a question.
You
See,
personally write to me, then I
yesterday,
will reveal something more on the topic, because here it will storm now if we open.
Yes,
If I
Prabhuji.
open.
Yes, Prabhuji. Sure.
Yes. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can you please tell us about the Bhagavatam course? Are you planning to start very soon sometime?
Yes. After we finish the 18th chapter, there is a course called Bhakti Vriksha, which in that everything is included. See, Bhagavad Gita teaches us the Lord is there and I am his servant, isn't it? Bhagavad Gita teaches us that. And that's what happened to Arjuna. Arjuna heard Bhagavad Gita, he surrendered to Krishna. Okay. What happened to Arjuna? He surrendered to Krishna. So same thing should happen to me. If I made an attempt to transparently repeat what Krishna said, the impact on the heart for anybody should be, yes, I will also serve Krishna. Isn't it? The same effect should come, no? See, Arjuna heard Gita. He had no plan to surrender externally. And after hearing Gita, Karishe Vachanam Tava, I'll follow you, Krishna. The same way, person develops a desire. Okay, I want to become a devotee of Krishna. Now that seed is called Bhakti Lata Bija. Brahmanda Brahmite Kona Bhagyavan Jiva. Guru Krishna Prasade Pai Bhakti Lata Bija. By the mercy of Krishna and Guru, we get Bhakti Lata Bija. Now the Bija, what do you do when you get Bija? We should put in the almirah and lock up. It will dry up. You have to put in the ground. Suppose you get a nice coconut seed, what do? Or mango seed. You put it in the ground and then the tree will come. So we call it Bhakti Vriksha. The tree should develop. So within Bhakti Vriksha, I just finished a class 5 to 6 now. We do a discussion because otherwise you will even forget, I tell you. Some people do the course 4 times and they are doing it, maybe some are here also. They are doing it second, third time. I told them do 4 times if you want to understand Gita properly. But even if you directly come to Bhakti Vriksha also there we study Bhagavata. Bhagavata is the postgraduate study of Bhagavad Gita. When you now learn Bhagavad Gita, they've done graduation. Bhagavatam is Vedas are much bigger. Gita is the introduction. So another ripened fruit of the Vedic tree, Nigama Kalpatarol Galitam Phalam. Ripened fruit of the Vedic tree is Bhagavata. So after studying Gita, we study Bhagavatam because once you understood the Lord is great, then you can enter to the Lord's pastimes. We will study different pastimes like Narsimha Leela, Ajamila Leela in detail. We studied Bharat Maharaj in detail. We did about Dhruv Maharaj in detail. We know about the 4 Kumaras going to Vaikuntha.
Guruji, will it be the same timings?
We will see. What I do is that I give the choice to people, different timing. Now I given 4 times already. Morning 5, there is one session on the weekend. Weekend we do 2 sessions. So morning 5 o'clock, 2 sessions, say Friday, Saturday. 2 sessions are, no, Saturday, Sunday is morning 5 o'clock. Then evening is there. That is at 5:30. There is afternoon one at 1:30 and there is night one at 9 o'clock. So morning 5, 1:30, 5:30, 9. I think within that people will be able to fit which they convenient, any one of them. What do you say? Or you want any other time?
Thank
You're
you.
right. Generally, this one of the 4 should.
This time is good, Guruji, for me.
6 o'clock exactly.
Yes.
I can arrange. Then some student has to take the weekend class because I will not stop this regular classes which I am taking now. Next batch I enjoy. So some of my student has to take my regular class, I teach a class for the Gita then. Some of you can take this class for me. I'll be free. A little adjustment we can do instead of 6, 5 o'clock, just 1 hour adjustment so that I can do both together. Or morning 5.
That is okay. Yeah.
Whichever way, I'll offer 4. If you need, you write to me. I will make myself available. Say I can make it. See, a certain time is already fixed. 4 on the weekend, 4 Bhakti Vrikshas and 3 this classes. 7 are already fixed. And 8 is my daily Bhagavatam class in the morning, 8 o'clock. So apart from that, any other time you say, I'm ready. It doesn't tire me. In fact, I'm just speaking, no? It's pleasant.
Speaking needs energy, Guruji.
Not much. I was in my college, my friends used to tell me, you're so talkative. I said, Krishna has given me the right thing. I was talkative. Talk now. Okay, any other question?
Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yeah, vegetarian presentation you wanted to see? Or I think I've shared the PDF already in all the groups, vegetarian.
Yes, you have shared, Prabhuji.
It's easy. What is the question?
We got it in the morning, yes.
Prabhuji, see, yesterday you had showed me a picture. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Yesterday you showed us a picture where Krishna was lying down and Duryodhana and see this gave me another question. It says that Duryodhana was offered Harisena. Now everybody in that Sena would have wanted to fight for Krishna and serve Krishna.
Yes.
And what is the logic? Why did he give away? They were all devotees. Definitely being with Krishna.
Narayani, that is Narayani. And the Sena name was Narayani. One Akshawani. He gave 1 unit of that, 1 Akshawani of his Narayani Sena. Very powerful warriors.
Yeah, but he gave away them. What could we learn from this, Prabhuji?
How they felt? No, they were so committed. Krishna has ordered, we will do. They will be so committed. Now, that is an interesting analysis. Somebody has to study Mahabharata to tell the answer. How they felt, I don't know. But see, when Bhishma was fighting he knew I'm on the wrong side. Bhishma knew. Dronacharya knew I'm on the wrong side. They both know Krishna is God. They knew. Such a great plan. You have to fight against. Where Bhishma fought. In fact, you know that when Krishna came with a chakra to attack Bhishma, he threw his weapons. My Lord, come. He was so happy. Come. You want to kill me? Come. He had no objection to be killed.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
In today's presentation, you showed the atomic bomb slide, and you said that when he was asked, he recited this verse from Gita. So you mean to say they took inspiration from the weapons that were there in Mahabharata? Or
Interesting. No, the point is that they were reading the Vedic books. See, that inspiration is separate. But if they see the Brahmastra, the description when the Brahmastra was later in the war, Ashwatthama threw at Arjuna and Arjuna countered it. At that time, the description in Mahabharata matches what happens on Earth on nuclear bomb explosion. So therefore, it is surprising. But another thing is that the power is much more of Brahmastra than this small weapon, atomic. Because Brahmastra, Arjuna and Ashwatthama are destroying the whole universe, not only a small part of the planet. Like Hiroshima bomb explosion, one city, part of the city. Brahmastra destroyed the whole universe. It's so powerful. Therefore, all the Devatas started praying. And then Krishna and Vedavyasa and all came to the scene and they told them to withdraw the weapon. Why you want to destroy the manifestation or what? So at that time, Ashwatthama said, I don't know how to withdraw. Arjuna said, I know. Correct? You all know the story. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji.
So anyway, Krishna was there on the scene to take care and protect. This fellow idiot then directed the Brahmastra to the womb of Uttara. And Krishna protected that womb. And who was protected of Parikshit Maharaj, a great soul, great devotee. Krishna gave him protection.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, vegetarianism. Presentation. Vegetarianism presentation. You said you will show yesterday.
Okay, chalo, let us do it.